What's good, everyone? It's Will. It's the Memory Lapse. It's Tuesday morning. We have our coffee. Oh, we got our quest here. Cast 20 black or green spells. We're going to use our merely, or mostly, mono green token deck here. And, if we get wins, great. If not, we'll get them another way. But we're just going to earn out this green-black because competitively I'm pretty much only playing blue-white right now. This is a deck on paper that I feel like should be well positioned. But because of Settle the Wreckage, and because it has no velocity like once you get behind, it's really not playable. Like it seems like, well, actually no, maybe it's not even good because Goblin Chain Whirler pretty much wrecks this deck. I don't really see that card that much in the red decks, and I don't know if it's because a lot of people who are playing red deck don't have the cards for it, or I'm not really sure why the reason. Like, but it's definitely a fear. And then of course this deck gets blown out by Settle the Wreckage, unless you land one of your Shalais, and I am playing 4 Shalai. And we'll see. It looks like our opponent is on some form of Settle the Wreckage here. Yeah, so I think our plan is to play a Song of Freyalise here. We have mana to pay for a counter spell. We're just going to attack with the Shepherd, and then we'll end step Spore Swarm them. If this eats a Seal Away, that's okay. It's done its work already. Oh, wait, I counted that wrong. We can't end of turn. Okay, so we'll just play Jungle Pioneer. The coffee has not hit me yet, but this is still fine. Okay. I think we're still going to go for the end of turn Spore Swarm here. I could have attacked with one more thing, but this way we do get to kind of potentially play around like them, or we make them tap out more to use their counterspell. Huh. I wonder what this is going to hit. The Song? A Song wouldn't be bad. Yeah, it looks like they're going for the Song. That's okay. So we can't play this one. And we can't play the Lyras because we don't have the mana, but we can smash. They're not on double white, so we know that they, even if they have Settle the Wreckage in hand, they're not in a position to cast it. So at best they have a Seal Away here. We're one shy of lethal, which is kind of a bummer. So we're probably going to split the difference. Oh, they're Seal Awaying now. Okay, so that makes it at least less stressful for us to figure out our attacks. So do we want to send 7? No, I think we're going to send 5 at Teferi here. and everything else at them. It's an interesting way for them to choose to play that. They could have stealed away on my turn, and if I had sent exactly lethal at Teferi, they could have saved it. Depending on their hand, that might really be relevant. Like, they might need to rip here to win. By doing that, they get, like, to take the best target, which they thought Llanowar Elves was, because I was missing land drops. So they still can't settle me here. Or can they? They can. So if they Field of Ruin, Sun Petal, they'll get an untapped Plains, and then they'll still have Plains, Island Ipnu. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But do we just make them have it? Like, I kind of think we make them have it. And we get all the land out of our deck. And cast Lyra. The next turn. This looks like it's going to be the play. The most expensive terramorphic expanse in the world. Doesn't really matter what I get, because I'm going to get so much. There we go. That's a lot of land. And is there a compelling reason to hold this? I don't even think so. We do want to just resolve it, so let's take the advantage while shields are down. Plus another green card for quests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's probably going to take us 2 or 3 games to finish out the quest. I see. Yeah, so I think we're ignoring the Karn. Getting as much damage in as we can. They can minus here. And they could have gotten their, alright, have it come into play tap land friend. They could have gotten their approach, but then they're tapping out for approach, gaining 7, and they're still dead. So they effectively time walk themselves by doing that. So let's assume the way we want to do this, there's 2 scenarios, right? They're either on settle or they're on like some combination of seal away and cast out. So we can't attack with exactly 1 creature because we can't afford to, you know, have been able to win through a 1 seal away. So we're definitely attacking with at least 2. The question is if they have like 2 pieces of point removal here, does it actually become right to attack with 3? They're at a low enough life total. The punish, though, is that if we attack for 3, then they spend next turn getting their approach back. Well, we would be able to get our Pioneer down, so we would still have lethal through an approach. So let's attack with 3, just in case they have like settle, or just in case they have seal away plus like cast out or 2 seal away, something like that. And If they settle us, we get to rip more lands out of our deck, and we'll just make Jungle Born Pioneer. Okay, so their plan was to dig for settle here. Alright, cool. That was kind of an interesting endgame scenario. It's kind of good. I've been playing so much blue-white, but it's good to play the other side and learn like how to play against settle, since it's such a format-defining card right now. That's unfortunate. This is a pretty sad-looking hand. We're only playing 22 lands, so in theory, we should probably be playing like some of the green card selection stuff. I think we have to keep this. And we can keep that. Memorial to Glory. Interesting. Oh, it's something of a mirror match here. That's a pretty good draw for us. So this lets us play Song and Shepherd next turn. Ooh, Shalai is going to be very good. And most likely they won't have really good ways to interact with it. Alright, so this is how you kind of go off with Song of Freyalise. Next turn, we're going to be able to play Shepherd and Shalai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. And then the turn after, it's going to pop Chapter 3, and we're going to have a huge turn. Oh, they get the -1. So they're on like a turbo. Oh, interesting. Yeah, have it. As they say. As the kids say. So we do have Song advantage here, and we're going to get the first big jam. They get to make a lot of tokens this turn. They get to cast 2 of these Legions easily, plus what potentially one more thing they have in hand. This is a very cute interaction. I don't know if it's good enough, but it's a cute interaction, and I like it. And we might lose to it. I would guess that they're on the version of this deck that plays a split card that gives a creature like +X and trample, and they're just trying to make a huge Shanae and dome us for 20. Oh, it just crashed. Dope. Sometimes these triggers like really do not report to Microsoft because we are under the gun. They just pushed a patch this morning, so that could have just been like I should have patched and then restarted and had a fresh go. I think we were far enough into that game that as long as we don't get completely blown out on loading here. That was actually pretty quick. Wow. That was way faster than I expected. We don't have mana for this. We get it. Oh wow, they played Ghalta. We get a completely free jam here because the third chapter on this makes them Vigilance, Trample, and Indestructible. So we're 100% just jamming. I do wish we had drawn a land here so we could have activated Shalai. This is troubling though. Ghalta is gonna make this between Ghalta and Shanna. If they have any way to give Shanna trample, I don't know that. Even though we're Vigilance attacking right now, I don't know that we're gonna have any reasonable blocks next turn. But Ghalta definitely goes over the top of my Shalai plan, especially when we don't draw land to activate Shalai and make these blocks a little more complicated for them. Okay, it looks like they're electing to just take a lot of this damage and not trade away their board, preserving the size of their Shanna. Oh wait, this gets trample from this. So this is 21 trample, 22 trample. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do some blocking here. Oh, right. And none of this gets to trade. So this is an obvious block. Oh my god, look at this aggressive rope. $10, $23, $24, $25, $26, $27. 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. $20.19. This puts me on 1. And we lose most of our board. Huh, so having the second trigger... Well, we're super punished by not drawing the land there, because if we had been able to pump, we would have absorbed so much more damage and our board would have survived. And they would have had to... we don't draw the pump here either. Yeah, so we lost because of that. That's too bad. We have no way to really profitably block this next turn. So let's just cast this to get our quest progress. And concede. Yeah. I think if we drew land, we could have pumped. They would have been forced to block with a lot more, and we would have had much better counter blocks. Or they wouldn't have been able to make that alpha, but we're only running 22, so we can't expect to get it every time. I mean, we should expect to get it every time, but it won't happen. Ugh, these one-landers, which we absolutely cannot keep. This is almost a keep if this is the other color. Alright. We're just going to look to quick concede this, play some spells, and like obviously we're not going to win on a mulligan to 5 with a deck that has no way of drawing meaningful cards. But if we play our cards right, pun intended. Wow, come on. I mulligan to 5 and you censor me like that? I think it still counts towards quest. I don't think it has to resolve. Okay. If we miss land drop, we're just going to scoop and go to the next. Now that we're out of spells to play. Yep. Ugh. This questing system is keeping me from getting to master. I could have tried to re-roll this and been able to fulfill it with blue-white, but I thought show a slightly different deck. This is just illustrative of why it's really is a 2-deck format. It really is. Every other deck has so much cost associated with it. Ugh, what is going on? I play far more green sources than white sources. Alright, at least we get to cast spells with this hand. This deck is basically just like splash white for Shalai. And it's feeding me so many planes. Maybe I have. Well, that's not true. I also have. I play more planes than I need because I'm playing. Possibly incorrectly, I'm playing Sheffet Dunes, but we have not seen any Sheffet Dunes yet. I guess this is going to get countered, which sucks. Our opponent's on 7 cards, we're on 2. These cards are very low power level. Cool. $22 land deck. Let's go. I wonder what they're going to do here. We need to set a stop here. Just in case we draw our instant speed Sapperling Maker. The reason we put the stop there is because we want to be able to cast it with this on the stack. Unfortunately, we didn't get there. But if we cast it with this on the stack, we'd get 3 tokens in play, and they obviously don't have haste, but at least they'd get the +1/+1 counters. We get to keep those. Main phase. Alright, so that turns off some of their shit. I wonder if it's possible to win just by sitting back and pumping with Shalai. Can't really ignore the Teferi. is a big bummer. That thing's going to eat 6 damage at least from us. So basically, because of Seal Away, we can never even attack with Shalai here. Yeah, and Gideon's going to make it so we're not going to want to. Looks like we're going to get to kill this. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do... Unless they're playing Wrath, Wrath kind of punishes us. I don't think they're playing Wrath, though. So I think we just want to play around Syncopate. I would love to kick this, but I don't want to turn on Syncopate. And this way they have to use Cancel or Negate if they have it. And then this is going to make being able to pump... this is going to get... yeah. Had that resolved, it would have made the Shalai ability that much more powerful to have those extra bodies on the board. And as it stands now, we probably have to take out the Gideon, or very likely they're just going to make it another Teferi this turn. That would be my guess. They start the Teferi chain. Oh no. I guess we're going to do this. Take out this Gideon now. Yep. We could conceivably win this game, which is crazy. Their lines now are like they have to play Teferi. Oh, that's good. So they get to play Settle. I fully expect they're going to settle this. That means we get to resolve Lyra, which is probably not even that good, because I'm sure they just have Seal Away. The plural, or plural, seals away. But we can start setting up another board that, if we draw Shalai, will be very good on. So they're playing a slightly different build. I'm wondering what they shaved to put these hieroglyphical illuminations in, if they're playing that and Pull from Tomorrow. It's pretty... It's a lot of do-nothing cards in red deck matchups. So since they've just given us the window to resolve this, we'll do exactly that. This is a good draw if it resolves to play around. It gets these out of seal away. Yep. Okay. Or it just draws a counterspell, which is fine. Let's see if we get settled again. This would actually get just like the rest of the basics out of our deck. Yeah. So in theory, oh, I guess we still have 8 or 9 lands in the deck. Alright, so this is where we've lost, but let's play it out, because I think we can, at the very least, finish our quest here. Like, they're still many turns away from winning. Actually, I bet that they're not. I bet what they've shaved is, yeah, I bet they're just playing the life gain card. They're playing Approach. That's why they built their deck kind of like this. I could try streamlining this and cutting the Lyras, but I just thought, like, to have a shot against red deck, like playing Song on turn 3 into Lyra turn 4 might be really good. Alright, shall I? Okay. Oh, interesting. Maybe they do have Wrath in their deck. They could actually syncopate this if they wanted to. They have enough. Yep. No reason to play this yet. Shepherdun's is not the worst. But we need more friends to make it really good. Song potentially does something the turn that we play. The turn it goes off with Shepherdun's, but not enough. They're digging. They must be an approach deck, right? How can they have gone through almost 2/3 their deck enough on approach, though? They really don't want this to resolve. That's so crazy. They're at 13. The most it represents 5 damage. Yeah, so now we've definitely lost. Playing to no outs. they almost certainly have a counter for, like, the best card we could draw is Shalai, and they'll almost certainly have a counter for it. We've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that puts us over the top on the quest. I didn't note the number when we jumped into this game. Alright, they found their Lyra. Our rips have been pretty bad. But this is what it feels like to draw one card a turn with such a low power deck. Alright, let's just concede and let's see if we got our quest done. They should take away less rating from you when you play it out so kindly. Alright, we got there. That's all we needed. Alright, that's it. That deck was really bad, but it did complete the objective of completing the quest, which is what we cared about. And we got our 500 gold for free. It didn't cost us... We're Diamond 2, at the bottom of Diamond 2 again. It didn't cost us too much, but we were like so close to Masters there, and we just spewed a lot of it away. But I think we'll get there today or tomorrow off Blue-White Control. But yeah, that was Coffee and Quests. And if you don't care about your ranked, then, you know, this deck is probably okay to at least get the quest, and if not, maybe get some wins. Like, there are definitely games we could have won. We had some unfortunate mulligans. So maybe the deck is not so bad, but it definitely showed really poorly in this video. But yeah, that's it. If you have a token deck that you like, post it. If you think I should take Lyra out, etc. Thanks for watching, and later.